Okay, and when you use like a real simple double lapel choke, it's very secure, works really, really well. I'm gonna open this collar, feed the grip in, okay? And I don't necessarily want this super high, okay? Most of the time I just have it kind of quite relaxed, like around his clavicle, rather than get it up super deep, okay? From here, but the other thing I do is I turn this hand in towards his chest. Okay, so I'm kind of rotating it round. It gives me a better angle to finish with. This other hand's gonna grab the collar on the other side. Again, doesn't have to be super deep. Now, I'm gonna let Kieran out, so I take my hook off and he'll always try to escape. As he goes to escape, I push in towards him and I come up to my chair sit position. So my knee goes up by his head, I start to sit back, I keep the chair sit going, so I'm going towards his hip, leg comes over the shoulder. Okay, now from here to finish the choke, I'm going to pull down with one lapel, and this other arm is going to pull back. And then the final thing I do is I pinch my knees to close all the space off and make it really, really tight. Okay, so put this way around. So I'm here, I've set my position, I open this lapel, so I'm not just grabbing like this, I can, but it's a lot easier if I open it first. It gives my fingers like a nice little hooking place. Palm down, so I'm rotating this into his chest, grab the other side. I let Kieran escape. As he escapes, I come up, my knee comes up high above his head, I chair sit all the way over, throw my leg over the shoulder, and cross. Now I pull down, pull back, and pinch. Okay, and in those three movements you get a super tight choke work. Make sense? One of the biggest problems that you guys are having is you're taking the back, but you're not thinking about the position that you're being. You're kind of super loose, like your arms are kind of down here and your head's floating around. Remember when we take the back, we set our seatbelt up like this. My chin's on the shoulder, this arm's already close to his neck. From here it's very easy, well it's not easy, but I can grip I want the arm that's around the neck going underneath it, right? It doesn't make any sense to have the arm underneath trying to grip up high. Okay, so I'm here, and I'll always probably be on one side as well. When I do the berimbolo, when I take Kieran back, I invert, I go to here, I take it back, I end up most of the time on this arm, the one that's under his neck. Okay, so I can open, I set this grip. Again, doesn't need to be super high or super deep, but I do want to rotate my arm, so I'm putting like the flat part of my forearm against his chest. Other hand, again, doesn't need to be super high. Okay, the lower down it is, the less threatened Kieran feels, which is good for me. If I start to get this up super deep, he's already thinking about defending it, and actually it makes it harder for me to choke because my arm, when I go to try and pull, I'm trying to pull like this, like in a real weird bend. That's not a good strong pulling action. If I let the grip go looser, now my arm is more of a natural position and I can much more strongly pull that way. Okay, so as I come around the corner, this is going to feed and it's going to get to the right place anyway. So it doesn't have to be super high. The next thing, when we do our chair sit, here, I still do a full chair sit. My elbow goes back to my side, I'm falling over this direction, my leg comes over his shoulder. This arm should stay down super tight. That's his escape route. If my elbow pops up, his head pops out. So my arm stays down, and that's again a benefit of this grip. And to finish, I can push, pull, and pinch from there. Make sense, guys? So when I do the chair sit, we're here, I set my grips up, I let Kieran out, he escapes, I come up straight away, knee comes up high, leg over the top, look, my elbow's down, leg comes over the shoulder. And here, Kieran already feels the pressure. The final thing is, when you're applying a choke, slowly count to like 10. Okay, and as you're counting, gradually increase the pressure. If I just pull and hold, like, I burn my energy and Kieran doesn't necessarily go to sleep. When I do it, it's a very slow, mechanical increase. Normally by the time I hit 4 or 5, I'll have got the choke. But I have to give the choke time to work. Okay, if I just pull and let go again, which is what a lot of people do when they start, they pull, and then the person doesn't tap, they let go straight away, and they try and readjust. No, you pull, you hold, you keep pulling, you keep pulling, you keep pulling, slowly counting. You hit 10 and they're not unconscious, then you need to adjust. But if you're just doing 1, they didn't go to sleep, man, come on, you've got to give it time to work and get through. That makes sense, guys? So try to add those details in this time through.